Today's August 8th. It is a rest day for me, so I'm going to spend the day doing a lot of schoolwork. I just finished up a chapter test, so now I'm going to take some time and I'm actually going to make some cookies. I subscribe to the idea of the 80-20 rule when it comes to dieting. As long as you're good 80% of the time, 20% of the time you can have fun, because it sucks when you can't enjoy the things that you like. You can in the spirit, you know, be smart about what you're doing. So we're going to jump into that. We're going to make some cookies. We're going to bake them off later on today. Let's have a good day.
What was happening, and he was trying to stay above the water. There's 45 seconds that I can count that he is clearly, he did go into the water. There were lifeguards. I would ask to see, although the number jumps into the water, the spectator jumps in and the lifeguard immediately tells them to come back to shore. Does a little circle around where Lazar dropped off. Partner and his brother, who is also a competitor, between the time that he went under and the time that they has led to the premature death of a... This is not an inexperienced athlete. This is a 4 times CrossFit Games athlete. This is someone who's at the top of the world and would have been the business. Just never seems to stop. To not listening to fans, to not listening to athletes, they get him out of the water and 98 degrees Fahrenheit running okay. Never mind putting his swim on top of that. And how is that swimming is first in a triathlon and running is last? Because if you can't run, you stop. If you can't swim, coaches who works a lot in the CrossFit space, who talks about a time where Matt Fraser nearly died when it was a run, swim, run. And it was the exact same situation, and he said that Brett fixed the guy on the run by the faster swimmers. So his response, you know what he does? He drops in behind them and grabs, because you can go 20% faster, or if you're at the same speed, you just save 20% of your energy.
2 screens, 1 laptop. Must be the new yoga book.
Now, given that this has happened before, and given that the situation was completely unsafe to begin with, I think a day of reckoning will be coming to... It certainly made me think a lot about what I choose to do as a sport in that, you know, objectively putting a heavy load directly above my head, or you know, doing medleys and putting hundreds of pounds of pressure on my chest. So this video, I hope that this starts to inspire some people who are competition organizers, powerlifting, whatever it is simply not the case. I know that this is going to bring out a lot of emotion, but certainly a lot of ill will. To take my hat off to them. That includes reigning Fitz himself. Now, I don't think there's a right answer, and I don't think any culpability should be reasonable amounts of pressure on CrossFit to take better care of the athletes. And it'll be very interesting to see how that event changes. It's often very heavy swim flow. It's not a cheap endeavor to... It feels so horrible to say, but of course he's from Serbia in the worst possible time, and CrossFit gets so much hate. But the CrossFit HQ and the CrossFit community seem to sort of be distant from each other at this stage. All with them, and Lazar totally fit into the mold. World Invitational in 20 guys every single day. I walked into a room and there's weaknesses, and they had their own separate locker room where we didn't. We had our trailers out in the back, and him and the an acquaintance, I would say, respect for who they're smiling across the room from someone might leave a lasting impression on that person. That's me. And unfortunately, it took him months, regardless of how old they are, and cherish the time that you have here, because unfortunately, we just really never know what's going to happen. And I remember how he acted, and there's a reason for that. And it's because he was a special person.
And invite the others to try and find us and see how themes are going to be for this video.
I'm good. Oh, I'm good. Please, I'm good. Video game. Medieval.
He's a very generous theme. My theme is cosmic. So what we're going to do is we're going to showcase building this thing, and then we're going to run it. But this is my main, I'll be honest, this is my main link. This is my main link to being cosmic. Do you know what? Is it okay if why don't I just hide in the end? Barrier block. So I'm going to be building out of wool for the vast majority of the build, and then world editing. I'm realizing that is way too big, so we are going to go much smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to time lapse the shell creation and then come back in and talk about how we're actually going to create some high. A few the way it is, just like that. In mode or adventure mode, so this will be places for me to hide. I can choose to use the same hiding place over and over, or oh, strange, just the door in the middle of the universe, and then you go in. My cozy links in the end. So let's go through every single room. This is the whole time, but theoretically I could hide. Hide in the coral. There's a hidden green here and the blue one. Very slightly there. It's a bit disorienting. And then finally, let's make sure that they reset their spawn. Now, which green is hiding something? It, of course, was the very...
Yeah, I don't know either, Graham.
It looks like it's missing a line in there.
Perfect. There you go.
Nice.
I've improved it.
So for my theme, I had Candyland. So
That's very cool.
yeah.
The cosmic pillar of creation, Stiz.
Oh god. It's the first time I've ever felt this uncomfortable. I love it. Something's unsafe.
Half of the Minecraft world has been removed.
It is still August 8th. Later on in the night, it's actually about 8:30 right now. I got a call earlier today and I'm covering for a shift tomorrow. One of my fellow employees had something going on, so I'm going to cover their shift tomorrow, so that means I have to be up at 4. So I'm going to end up calling it an early night. I forgot to film this, but we ended up baking some of the cookies. So the reason we put them in the freezer is to cool everything down, including the butter and the chocolate chips, which makes it just easier to bake so they stay together as actual cookies versus spreading out too far in the pan. And then this was the final product. Now these went into the oven at 375 for about 5 minutes, and then I turned them around and cooked it for another 10 minutes. This is based on personal preference. I'm someone who likes more of a crispy outside of the cookie and then a gooey middle of the cookie. So this is how you would do that. If you want a softer baked cookie, I would lower the temperature a little bit and keep it at around 8 to 10 minutes versus, but it's okay to have cookies. It's okay to have the things you like, just be smart about it. I'm going to eat one tonight, and I might have one tomorrow, and then I'll probably end up giving out the rest. But don't think that you can't have the things you enjoy. You can. Just be smart about it. Have a good day. What's going on, guys? It is roughly 5:45 in the morning. I'm here getting ready to go into work. I'm covering for a shift for one of my fellow coworkers. It is actually August 11th. I made a mistake in yesterday's footage. I said it was the 8th. It's actually the 11th. Yesterday was the 10th. Today is the 11th. And I'm going into work, and so this is what I brought with me for my 8-hour shift today. I have my protein shake, which is roughly 260 calories, but has about 30 grams of protein. I have one of my favorite things of all time, which is these MRX meal bars. These are meal replacement bars. These are amazing. They're 32 grams of protein, and these will help me fuel for my workout later without putting too much food on my stomach so I feel groggy. And then I just got some fruit, some strawberries and some grapes, and this is just kind of my snack throughout the day. Besides that, I'm gonna go in here and I've got an 8-hour shift ahead of me. I'm gonna eat lunch about noon, and then I got a workout at 2 o'clock, and then we'll go from there.
Dude, there's gotta be.
What's going on? This is post-workout. I am now just up the street from my house doing some laundry. I just needed to get laundry done, so I have stuff to wear. But workout was really good. It was really short. I had worked all day. I didn't really have too much energy, so I just tried to bust out, a bunch of compound movements, just to, keep on with the keeping on. Even if you're tired, those are the best days. Those are the days you need to force yourself to actually go and do stuff. Is the time you don't want to do it. I'm gonna have a post-workout meal. Since I don't have a lot of time today, I ended up stopping and getting food from this place called Gusto's, which is down the street from where I work. They are nice enough. They came in and gave everybody a buy one get one free coupons, and so I tried them out. I really liked them, so I go there now for food. I mean, they're super macro friendly. You also get some sweet potato chips, and then I got a couple of some Pepsi Zero Sugars, which, hey, better than Coke Zero, and I will die on that hill. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna do my laundry. I'm gonna go home. Depending on how much time I have left, I might film some more stuff, but if not, I have something later to do today, and then I'm gonna get home tonight. We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll have for dinner. Peace out. All right, so we've come to the end of the day. It's about 8 o'clock now. I'm still actually kind of full from my post-workout meal, so I'm really not gonna eat a whole meal tonight. Most likely I'll just snack on some popcorn, and I want to treat myself a little bit, because remember, even on a diet, you can still enjoy the food you like. Just be smart about it. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you next time.
That's a good cookie.